Hey guys, I gotta sneeze. So, one thing that has been going on, hold on, there's a really loud, motorcycle or some shit. So, one thing that's been going on up at the group house, there's a couple things I want to talk about in this video. One of them is a guy that I'm interested in, and one of them is a cigarette issue. So, at the group home for the last 2-3 weeks, there's this issue with a shortage of cigarettes. So there's a lot of people I'm noticing, I'll buy either 2 or 3 packs of cigarettes on Monday and Tuesday when I go up to the group home, and there'll be at least between 7 to 10 times in the first 2 hours of being there, people will hit me up for cigarettes, and there's only 20 cigarettes in a pack. So within the first 2 hours, half of my first pack of cigarettes is gone. And so one of those 3 packs, I was buying 3 packs of cigarettes. I was giving 1 pack to Johnny, 1 pack was to share with people, and 1 pack was for myself. So I was going home with 10 cigarettes left at the end of the day. And that wasn't getting me through the rest of the day, because groups are from 10 a.m. until 2:30 p.m. But we get there at 9:30 in the morning. So from 9:30 in the morning till 2 p.m., I was going home at 2:30 in the afternoon with 10 cigarettes to last until I went to bed at 11 at night. So it wasn't enough. And I'm like, how am I going to do 3 packs of cigarettes every single day? And I was like, what the fuck? So I'm very generous and all. And I understand the problem when you're in the group home. You're not getting but $80 a month out of your $1,100 disability money, because they're charging you rent to stay at the group home. And they're putting the rest of it into a savings account for you. So when you get out, you'll have $15,000, $20,000, $30,000, depending on how much money you put into Social Security when you were previously, before you became disabled. Your disability amount is dependent upon how much money you make at work previous to becoming disabled. So it varies. So I did a lot of fast food jobs, so I'm only getting $1,100 a month in disability money. And the very low is not a lot. I told you guys I'm living off $600 of cash a month after bills are paid, and it is livable with a housing voucher and all like that, but it's tight. So the luxury of having cigarettes is really truly a luxury for me. I have to smoke cigars because they're $1.50 a pack, where cigarettes are no less than $5, just under $5 for the cheapest brand, which is what I bought, which I buy LD cigarettes. They're $4.75, $4.88 a pack, depending where you go. But I would buy 3 packs of LD cigarettes, and I would be spending $14, $15, something $13, $14 on twice a week. And so that adds up over the span of however many days I go up there. I did the math. I'm spending about $50 a month on just cigarettes for 8 days of going up to the group. And that was buying Johnny a pack, because he doesn't get any money. And I caught myself helping him out. But the problem I ran into with Johnny was, it was rubbing me the wrong way. It was rubbing one of our mutual friends, a guy named Baskerville, the wrong way, where Johnny would get down to 5, 6 cigarettes left in his pack, and then start asking you for cigarettes out of your pack, because he was trying to hold on to his 5 or 6 cigarettes. So for the rest of the day when group was over, so he would have something to smoke when he got home. And the problem was, I didn't know he had any cigarettes left, so I would be giving them out of my singular pack that I had to take home with me. So I'm okay, so he chain smokes really heavy to go through a whole pack in 5 hours in the group home. That's 20 cigarettes in a pack, but he's gone through 15 cigarettes in that 5-6 hour window. So I'm well, he's smoking at an incredible rate. I'm not buying him 2 packs of cigarettes every day and buying myself just 1. Cigarettes, I never buy cigarettes. I don't have money for it. I buy cigars. So Monday and Tuesday during the week is a treat for me to buy cigarettes and go to the group home and sit with my friends and really enjoy the experience of being able to smoke a cigarette and chill with my friends and talk and have coffee and just relax. So it's a luxury that he even has a pack of cigarettes when I'm up there. I just consider myself being friendly and helpful, but that's just one person. There's multiple women up there. They don't have any cigarettes, so they'll hit me up like one, two, three times throughout the day for cigarettes. Multiple men that don't have cigarettes, they'll hit me up. I've given away a vape at one point. Like, it's just a ton of people hitting you up. And it's not just me, they hit everybody up because they don't have any cigarettes, but they're smokers. So me and Danny got together. My friend Danny that I was talking about last night. It's like an older guy. I think he's 64. But we've had a romantic relationship before, so we've been intimate, we've had sex, and like we still do sometimes. But like Danny, he pretty much gave me the lowdown on who is like using people, because he knows that they have money, because like the two of them talked about that. So like they have a steady income of money, but they don't bring their cigarettes to PSR. They get cigarettes from people while they're at PSR and save their cigarettes at home. So, like, there's certain people I no longer give cigarettes to at all. And then with Johnny, what was rubbing me the wrong way was that he would not be out of cigarettes. He would just not want to smoke all of his, so he would start bumming them off of you. And I'm like, I don't ever get to smoke cigarettes, so I'm not going to just give you my... And I told him that. I was like, I think it's kind of rude that you're hogging your own cigarettes that I bought you and smoking up all of mine, but you still have some. I thought you were out of cigarettes. So I do think that's a little rude. And Baskerville said the same thing. He's like, I mean, if I got 4 cigarettes left in my pack, you got 5 cigarettes left in your pack, why am I going to give you my last 4 or any of my last 4 when we're both down to the same amount? Like, smoke yours. I got a handful, you got a handful. I'm not going to give you my last when you're down to your last. Like, that doesn't make any sense. So Johnny is kind of like in a habit of bumming off people when they're kind of getting down low in their own packs, because he's trying to save his own. And I'm like, that was rubbing me a really wrong way, especially when I'm putting my own money out to get you the pack in the first place. But with Johnny, it's like comical almost, because he'll have like snuff pack pockets with like perhaps a flavor he doesn't particularly want, but he'll have plenty of little snuff packages. He'll have like 2, 3 with maybe like 1 or 2 snuff packages in one or 2 snuff packages in another, and another one with maybe 6, 7, 8 little tobacco packages, puffs that you put in your cheek. And then he'll have like a pack of cigars that I'll give him, like a box of cigars instead of cigarettes, because I'll have tons of cigars, I just won't have cigarettes, plus a pack of cigarettes. So he'll have all of that, or he'll have like half a pack of cigars from like a day, like 2-3 days ago when I gave him a pack of cigars. He'll still have half a pack of cigars left, all of this tucked inside his punk jacket. And then when he runs out of cigarettes, he'll start bumming around asking for cigarettes. And if he can't get one, then he'll pull out his cigars or his snuff packages or vape, or he always has vapes. All this stuff, he's got all of this tobacco. Everybody else literally has nothing. And you're getting down to your very last bit, and he's hitting you up religiously for cigarettes. But you're running low, and you don't realize he's got this whole stash tucked away. He just doesn't want that particular thing. So, like, it was rubbing me the wrong way. So me and Danny were talking, and I was just like, I'm at the point where I'm not going to give anybody any more cigarettes when I go up to PSR. Because between the people that Danny was telling me their backstory, and that he knew were actually already getting their disability money, and the people like Johnny who just are trying to preserve what little they have left, but also still have plenty of stuff available to them, even if it's just a vape. Like, you have a vape, then vape. That's what you're gonna have to do. Like, it got down to looking like people were just using me for my cigarettes because it was convenient, and they knew I would give them out. So I managed to, on the first, scrape together enough cash to get a carton of cigarettes. And the carton of cigarettes, hold on, our neighbor has an obnoxiously loud car, but like the carton, the brand of cigarettes LD that I smoke, they give you 2 free packs of cigarettes when you buy a carton of them. I don't know if they do that promotion everywhere, or if it's just at Tobacco Hut where I get my cigars from. And I don't know if it's all Tobacco Huts or if it's just the one here in Colonial Heights where I live. But the Tobacco Hut here will give you 2 packs of LD Red 100s, and then I bought 2 additional packs with it. So I had almost 15 packs to last from the 1st till the 15th of the month when we go grocery shopping again, where I could get more cigarettes. So I had 1 pack per day to last me for 15 days, almost. And I had a little cash left over so I could get a pack on the 15th once I ran out on the 14th. So I said, Johnny's just going to be out of luck. I can't afford to buy him a pack of cigarettes, Monday and Tuesday. I can't afford to give out of my own pack because then I won't have my pack when I go home after PSR. I only got, I'm down to 12 packs of cigarettes now. So I'm like, if that's going to last me till the 15th, I'm not going to be able to be shelling out of my own pack as it is anyway. So I've just decided not to give anybody any of my cigarettes. But, I don't feel bad about it, but it's going to be interesting. I'm just curious if any of those people are still going to talk to me without me giving them cigarettes, because they would strike up conversation once I give them a cigarette and sit there and chill and talk and smoke. But I got a feeling without me giving them cigarettes, they're never going to even walk up to me for anything ever again. Like, that's the way they did Danny. He's like, we would be close and thinking we're friends and shit, but the second I'm like, I can't afford to give you cigarettes, they don't talk to me no more. So I'm like, all the potential friendships that I had blossoming are probably going to die dead in the water, so to speak. But we eat them out early, so, whatever, it is what it is. But that's what's been going on at PSR as far as the cigarettes are concerned. I was spending quite a lot of money trying to help Johnny out, but he really bit the hand that fed. And once I realized he was stashing all the little tobacco products in his jacket, he just didn't want to reach for his own shit. I was like, I'm not buying you any more cigarettes. It's kind of fucked up. And I also don't have the money to, but I wouldn't have anyway because I found that to be a little bit disrespectful. And I told him that too. So I'm overdoing that. But so that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But so that's what happened with that. But I am gonna end this one. I'm gonna come back and talk to you about the dude that I am expressing interest in. Why I like him. I've liked him since I first got taken to the group home. I'm gonna just come back and talk about him and some of my reservations as far as approaching him romantically. What ChatGPT said about what I should potentially do and why I'm not really listening to its advice. But I'll be right back.